Hello children, how are you all? Hope so all are doing good. Today it is an awesome climate outside. It's raining. Feeling very happy to teach you on this awesome climate. In our previous class, we have solved the sums of exercise 6.2, question number 1 and 2. Today we are going to solve question number 3. So the third question is like this children. They have given angle GED means the complete angle. The sum of GEF and FED, it is 126 degree they have given here, and they are asking us to find AGE, this angle AGE, and GEF, this angle, and then FEG, FEG. Okay, all these three angles you have to find out. AGE here, GEF here. So now I have marked here with the question marks which are the angles you have to find out. Now after how to begin the sum means, first of all they have given here total sum is 126 degree. If you subtract in this total 90 degree, you will get angle GEF. That is the first step I am going to do children now. So now the same I have written here, GEF equal to 126 degree minus 90 degree. I have got 30 degree. Now how to find AGE? In order to find AGE, first I need to find GEF. See, then if I find this angle GEC, I can conclude that the sum of these two angles are supplementary. Isn't it children? The sum of these two angles, why they are supplementary means already they have given in the question AB is parallel to CD and GE is a transversal. Then the sum of co-interior angles, that means the angles lying on the same side of the transversal, is 180 degree. Hence, when I subtract GEC from 180 degree, I will get AGE. If I get AGE, then directly I will get angle EGF because these two are linear pair. Okay children, or else you can go with the alternate angle symbol, that is FGE equal to GEC. Okay children, shall we begin the problem? So now I have written the same children as these two angles. See here Z shape, as these two angles are supplementary in the Z shape, alternate angles, that only the same thing I have written here, FGE is equal to GEC, alternate angles, because the two lines AB and CD are parallel. So as these three angles form a linear pair, I have to subtract this total 126 degree from 180 in order to get this angle, that is GEC. So on subtracting I will get 54 degree, which is also equal to, see here children, GEC is equal to FGE. So we now got FGE. Now in other side we need to find out AGE. AGE nothing but angle GED. Why? Because they both are alternate angles. Hence it is also 126 degree. Look here children, can you observe here one more Z shape like this? Yes, AGE equal to GED. Already we know that GED is 126 degree, hence I have written the same here, but you should write in the bracket the reason why you are going to give 126 degree. Okay children, understood the sum? No need to copy the sum children, I will give you the notes later. Now coming to question number 4 children, they have given PQR as 110 degree and TSR as 130 degree, or else RST as 130 degree, and they have asked to find QRS. Okay, this angle you need to find out, QRS. And here what they have given means one hint they have given, that is you have to draw the line parallel to PQ and ST such that it passes through R. Okay, here you are going to draw a line as a construction part such that it passes through R, and we are going to name it as X and Y. Okay children, after drawing, so now once you complete the construction, we need to write in our solution that what we are going to construct. Draw XY parallel to PQ and it is also parallel to ST. Now when these two lines are parallel, coming to the first case, PQ is parallel to XY means QR is a transversal. QR is a transversal means these two angles are lying on the same side of the transversal. Then I will get QRX as 180 degree minus 110 degree. Okay children, when QR is a transversal, 180 degree minus 110 degree is 70 degree. Is it clear children? Then coming to this side, ST is parallel to XY, then SR is a transversal, that means these two angles are supplementary. 180 minus 130 degree is 50 degree. Then all these three together form an linear pair, isn't it children? 70 plus 50 plus X, I don't know this angle, so I mention it as X. So when I need to get this angle, I should subtract these two angles from 180 degree. So 180 degree minus 70 and also minus 50. So I will add these two. 70 plus 50 is 120. When I subtract from 180 degree, I will get here angle 60 degree. Now what I have explained here with the figure, I will write in the sum. So the same I am writing here children. PQ parallel to XY and QR is a transversal. QRX is 180 degree minus 110 degree. So I got here 70 degree. Now coming to the second part. Angle SRY is equal to 180 degree minus 130 degree. So we got the answer as 50 degree. Now finally angle QRS is 180 degree minus the sum of 70 degree and 50 degree. In the bracket we are going to write as linear pair. Okay, on subtraction 180 degree minus 120 degree, I got here as 60 degree. So this is your solution children. So here is your complete solution for the sum. No need to copy from the board. I'll give the solution. Here is our next question number 5 children. They have given two parallel lines AB and CD. If AB and CD are parallel lines, PQ is one of the transversal and PR is the another transversal. Coming to the PQ as a transversal, we need to find X and Y they have said. Can you observe here Z symbol? Z symbol is nothing but the alternate angles. We need to find X means X is directly you can write as 50 degree because they both are alternate angles. As AB is parallel to CD they have already given and I can write X as 50 degree. But coming to Y, can you observe here the one more Z shape here, so that angle Y is also an combination of 50 degree and Y together becomes an alternate angle for 127 degree. Observe here the Z shape from here to here. See children, the Z shape begins from here to here. So 127 degree is the sum of 50 degree and Y. Hence Y equal to 127 minus 50. The same thing I am going to write now. Look here, first part I have written AB is parallel to CD, PQ is a transversal. So X equal to 50 degree alternate angles. A similar way, 50 degree plus angle Y equal to 127 degree alternate angle. I have already shown you why it is alternate angle. Z shape I have shown you. Now take 50 to the other side, that is to the RHS. Y equal to 127 degree minus 50 degree. It is again 77 degree. I got the value of Y now. Hence this is the solution of the question number 5 children. So here is the last sum of the exercise children. They have placed the two mirrors PQ and RS. Your real view mirror, whatever you use at the home, that the same mirror they are using here. PQ and RS are been facing each other such that when the light ray AB falls on the mirror PQ, it gets reflected from the PQ and it becomes an incident ray on the mirror RS and then gets reflected from RS in the direction of CD. Now what they are asking us to prove means this incident ray AB is parallel to this reflected ray CD. So for that I have to make some initial construction such that EB is perpendicular to PQ. Similar way FC perpendicular to RS. Is it clear, children? EB perpendicular to PQ and FC perpendicular to RS. Okay, children? Then when I do such, then BE and CF, as they are reflecting from the two mirrors which kept in the opposite direction, then these two perpendicular lines will be parallel to each other. Why? Because here the incident ray and the reflected ray angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal. We know by the earlier physics class we have learned the same thing, that the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection is always equal. Is it in, children? So using that I am going to prove now EBC is equal to BCF and these two alternate angles are equal. When these two alternate angles are equal, these two lines are parallel. As this is an angular bisector, I can write this as x and x same as y and y. And when these two angles are equal, then the ABC angle is equal to BCD angle. Hence, as the alternate angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. AB is parallel to CD. First you have to prove BE is parallel to CF, then you ultimately you can show the proof of AB parallel to CD. Shall we begin, children? So whatever I have explained I have written here, children. First we are going to draw BE perpendicular to PQ and CF perpendicular to RS, and then we are going to prove BE is parallel to CF as these two alternate angles are equal. Next step I am going to multiply both sides by 2. When I multiply x and y by 2, first it becomes 2x and the other one becomes 2y. 2x is nothing but the complete angle ABC. X plus this is 2x. Similar way y plus y is 2y. BCD is the complete angle of 2y. Hence I will replace 2x and 2y by ABC and BCD. As the alternate angles are equal, the lines are parallel. Now here is the notes for third question, children. Copy it. Third answer, fourth question and fourth answer. Can take a screenshot. Fourth answer continuation. Fifth question, fifth solution. Sixth question is here. Sixth solution I will give. Take a screenshot. Thank you, children. Thank you for watching my video. Let us solve remaining sums in our next class.